Hello guys and welcome to the ProDota Cup by Smashcast TV. We are here in what could be the last match of the day for the grand finals of this American version of the ProDota Cup. Of course, sponsored by XBet. If you guys want to check out some live betting, I suggest you try out our partner XBet, as they make the ProDota Cup possible and also make it so all your betting needs are met. If you guys want to check out some favorable odds and of course want to use the code BOUNTYX, feel free to just go to the website, use that code and get a €100 deposit for free. That way you're able to, bet on all your favorite matches like this very one that we're witnessing right now. It's a possible final match for the grand final of the ProDota Cup. We're here in the draft already, but before we get into the game, into the draft, allow me to present myself. My name is DSwordfish. I'll be your cast for today, and joining me today will be Slashstrike. How you doing, my friend?
Doing well, and curious to see what happens in this game now, if there is going to be a 3-0 sweep, or we'll actually going to put up some resistance. And we're seeing quite a bit of difference. Of course, there is the Sand King and the Queen of Pain again. This time we'll have the Quop instead of the other way around, and that Visage also picked up. So probably going to be a bit of a different approach, yeah, especially now that I see like the Storm Spirit. I don't think we'll see Thunder, with quite as much early game aggression as before, because both the Sand King and the Visage, of course, they're good at fighting, like, they can gank and stuff, but they do need a bit more time to really come online, compared to the previous support duo they had with the Rubik and Earth Spirit. And meanwhile on Wheel, we don't know, of course, if it's a position 4 shaker or an offlane shaker, although usually I think offlane shaker is a lot more common lately.
But the Wheel does run the position for a shaker, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
It really could be anything for you. What do you like in this draft better? I think revealing your offlane or short is really rather have a strong Bunka on, for example. Actually, not against a storm.
Yeah. Kunga alone wouldn't be bad, honestly. The thing is with Earthshaker Quop is of course a really strong duo though for mid lane, and they would be able to bully the Storm a lot if that is what they go for. Also Crystal Maiden really helps out a mid laner like Queen of Pain too, like just a lot more harass to work with and higher mana still when you want to go for the kill. But I would say it also enables some of these self-sufficient safe lane carries that are like not really carries. And okay, so Doom, yeah, I imagine it is going to be a support shaker then in this case.
Yep.
Bit of a curious pickup. I mean, yeah, it used to be like an old school counter, you just Doom the Storm and you can't do anything. But ever since they nerfed the cast time, like it's not that reliable, honestly, to get the Doom on a hero that's jumping around constantly. So yeah, bit of a curious pickup. And generally also the way most teams run Doom is more of a, they don't really count on the ultimate that much. It's more of a aura hero, kind of like a tanky frontliner, and you use them to push 5 mana bits. So pretty interesting. The Crystal Maiden of course does enable that kind of style, so we'll have to see what carry they go for.
Now we got also to see you wanna answer. Right. That's really not great of a pick, and so you can die as Venom. Doom stops your spells from happening. Poison no.
Yeah, it's definitely odd pick into the Doom. Also, the Doom himself has tons of regen and builds comfortably with both items like pipe and stuff. So
no armor, so you don't really benefit too much from the magical damage of Crystal Main also.
Yeah, on the other hand though, Venomizer is quite great against Queen of Pain because she relies on these like long drawn out fights, jumping in, jumping out, and generally struggles against okay, that's not wrong, so
yeah, that's their plan to deal with the Doom. You can't do the Abbot. Adam, so
yeah.
You didn't even go
Radiance. So yeah, is this I'm curious if it's gonna be. I imagine it's an offline Abaddon still, like.
Yeah, definitely. But I think it's gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, some teams do run like a position 3 Veno sort of thing, you know, with the
ROTK
support
style.
helping them. Yeah, but yeah, you're right. It's not very common. Oh, we'll have to see how they side lane. We could even, if they pick a weak carry now on wheel. All right, it's not a weak carry, so yeah, they were kind of expecting this because they have a aggro try potential with Thunder Awaken. So if we saw wheel take some weakish melee carry, they could just go aggro try on them with that Venom. And
Weaver's
but yeah, so the Weaver is a good response to that. Like that's not a carry you can really contest easily. So
you do allow though for Thunder Awaken. It could be that what they're going to do is, and they've done this before, something not entirely a tri lane, but that in the mid where they just dedicate completely Visage. Because Biden usually can not win his lane. Oh, actually, it's going to be Earthshaker. But regardless, Venomancer should be able to deal with either of them. Crystal Maiden can't really gank. Doom is not the best either, to be honest. It's Venomancer. Gank a lot with their two supports. They're the lane for Leo style. Smash is also pretty self-reliant.
yeah, quite. It's interesting. It does make sense. So, like I mentioned, Venomancer Abaddon, self-sufficient, so the supports can really help the Storm. I mean, because the Storm is the true carry in this case.
For sure.
So I wonder if Wheel decided to switch it up because, yeah, I would have really expected to still be a support shaker, but maybe they figure like, okay, even if Shaker's mid helping Quap, like they still can't really fight 2v3. So perhaps they will go like the greed route with the support Doom, support Crystal Maiden, like kind of try to get their supports really fat again. And because the Sand King Visage, they'll secure the mid lane, but yeah, they're gonna be committing basically all their time to that, and they're gonna be low on levels, low on farm. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just, this Doom is a bit of a question mark for me. I'm not sure what we're gonna see him.
Yeah, it
like,
is. It's interesting to see how the Doom is going to be played in general, because he's not particularly the. I mean, even the build that Puppy went for, or Doom, one, not that powerful, honestly. Even though Storm is a pretty low rate area if you're fighting it, that Grave Chill is one of the best abilities.
Yeah, and it's just if you were planning to like use him to fight early, then like Shaker just does it so much better because
Exactly,
Shaker.
Yeah. Especially in the mid lane with the Fissure being able to block you entirely from away, and Storm is a bit.
No.
Maybe I think you were right. I think it is a great route for Doom. It has to be Doom trying to go maybe more of a jungling route, let Earthshaker lose his lane against Venom. And since you're gonna have Doom jungle anyway, you might as well get Earthshaker separate.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just seeing. I really like the Abaddon pick because the way Earthshaker basically functions is like you wanna just blow someone up with Echo. It's pretty straightforward, you know, like either the Ven or the Storm, like some crucial core, and having an Abaddon just makes that a lot more difficult to achieve. Being able to remove the stun.
I mean, it's not only against the Earthshaker, you can still against the Crystal Maiden laner. Frostbite you can take off easily. Not really. Hero can't do much. As I say, the Smash is actually literally just grabbing his inventory.
Yeah, it's no, it's pretty much a must against
it is. I mean,
Weaver.
You're against Weaver. You're gonna stop Crystal Maiden's physical damage entirely. That's already relevant, right? The Frostbite won't do anything against you, and I do believe Poor Man's Shield or Vanguard in general does block Swarm. Is the only spell it blocks. How it's treated like a. So.
Not entirely sure. Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure. I've heard this before. I'm not entirely sure. But I do believe it's like the only spell because how it's treated like attacking you.
Yeah, it does reduce armor though, which is also kind of a big deal. But
that is,
yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I do like this Abaddon in general, especially because the way Abaddon is played is very much of a lane dominator. That's why he stopped being so relevant because you supports and he destroyed the Abaddon. can't recover. But if you're gonna win your lane, literally, right?
Yeah.
Great. Doom can't do much against you either, because if Abaddon gets just one level of Curse of Avernus, you're faster and can kill the Doom. Great, pretty good here, honestly.
Yeah.
You can even
And
rotate
it's a nice combination with Storm because like most mids they just deal damage. They don't really have any lockdown or jump. That usually you see that on the offlaner like this Queen of Pain Shaker, for example. That's a pretty classic combination. But you know, Abaddon is, even though he offers a lot of things, he offers basically zero catch as an offlaner. So that's where the Storm kind of makes up for that lack, because he has the Vortex, he has a way to initiate fights.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, on top of that, the fact that the Storm, I mean, the only way to really stop him is to stun him out, and stun him to line up, and you have the perfect way to stop that. Yeah, you can still doom the Storm, but if you're gonna rely on just dooming the Storm, then it's really easy to just get. I think it's actually.
Yep.
On top of that, you also have the fact that the Radiance on the Abaddon can be a. He does go for the Midas Radiance build, so classic in SK. Can be a really, really impactful thing against him.
Yeah, and yeah, honestly, I'm just kind of worried for his Queen of Pain because Coop is good against these heroes that you can really burst heavy heroes that you can kind of like play around, you know, play on the edge, blink in, blink out, you know, burst one guy, wait, go in, burst another, and you know, against that doesn't really work. Like Veno, if you get hit by that Poison Nova as a Coop, like you're pretty screwed because you don't really build any sustain items. Like sure, if he goes for, I imagine he does go for the Veil here, because you won't regen, but it's just it's not like there's no clear target for this Queen of Pain to jump. Like Sand King, Slippery, Veno's gonna be tanky. You can never jump the Abaddon himself. Anyone near Abaddon is not very killable. Yeah.
Visage is also kind of hard to kill, honestly. Also, why haven't we talked about this before? It's not Venomancer carry, it's Ban playing the Visage carry. I can't believe he just spent all this time.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they
swapped. Yeah, they swapped. But
yeah,
like,
okay.
it's still constantly playing Venomancer in the jungle, which we've seen in a lot of NA, and we're gonna see a Visage carry no tail style.
All right.
That's why we're not seeing Visage in the mid lane as well, and that makes a lot.
Yeah, and this. So Mad Meng's build is I saw the Iron Talon and I'm like, alright, he's gonna jungle, but then I guess it just depends on what creep he finds. He found a Shockwave creep and he just decided to help out mid lane. And he actually helped out Queen of Pain a lot, and now he was still in trouble.
Oh, about to go down. Fairy Fire, he's playing here. Literally with fire as he wants to kill Annihilate. Salve used at the right time. Annihilate should be okay. Mad Meng even wants to go. Leo Style should be okay with the Salve. Oh. Now Sanking, still fighting her. There's still has the blink. Sorry. So Mad Meng wants to attack this, yeah? Going against Sanking. There's Infernal Blade, also the Shockwave. Oh, Sanking will go down. And Mad Meng will get the first blood. Not really that big a deal. It's a support dying, it's only support getting the... But it's better than nothing.
But now, just want to point out, I mean, this Unholy Aura from the Satire, 6 HP regen, helps out Queen of Pain so much until he gets his. He brings his tangles, but it's so nice to have.
It's a good point because now he can play aggressively even without much of that. I mean, he has the HP regen from the Cube and then had the Mana regen from the Quick. He's just
exactly it's sustained from all sides, yeah, and yeah, as expected, he's pulling out really far ahead in terms of CS against the Storm. But again, like that's pretty normal. We'll see Storm move into the jungle and catch up eventually. But yeah, what is the Visage is definitely a lot harder of a carry than Veno, at least in terms of right clicking and.
Ash, I think he messed up slightly up in the top lane. About to go down to that swarm. Oh, the Weaver's gonna commit. KVH wants to get the double damage. Oh, smash in the trees. Actually survives. KVH might go down. Oh, the Fairy Fire is not gonna be enough. The tower is too powerful. And KVH, I can't believe I got so excited for that kill, but I can't believe that KVH died.
That was, I don't know, he attacked him before, he didn't actually get the Shiguchi damage in.
That was double mess up, to be honest. I agree.
The thing is, like, if you're gonna commit for the kill, I mean, you wanna just run into him with Shiguchi damage. They're gonna be deeper, but yeah.
That's alright, Ban just got a kill on the bottom lane. It was... The Sugar fight it until the end. Ban just followed him with, pretty powerful. But yeah, I mean, what's interesting about that is that Smash even messed up a bit because he used the Aphotic Shield a bit too early, got hit by the Frostbite right after, got punished for that, and as a result, he really should have been punished much more. But that poor man's shield really helped. I'm pretty sure it is blocking the damage, just because he took no damage from it.
Yeah, I was looking for that as well. Yeah, it does block.
Woo! Dota knowledge on point. Anyway, that Abaddon's doing really well in his lane. Already harassing the Weaver, forcing her out of lane so early. It's pretty. Now, what is Madming has a pretty lucky creep here. However, it does not. It's nighttime and he's playing in the enemy jungle. It's dangerous. No, 2 dots has got tricked. Burst Strike still available. Finding Madming finally. There's a stun. Caustic Finale starting to hit, and Madming will lose his life to Leo style, which is commonly farming the jungle. Had to punish a Doom. Why not?
Yeah, that's not the biggest deal for him to die, but it feels kind of bad because he spends so much time helping out the Queen of Pain, make sure Storm has a slow early game, and I'm sure the kill is only like 200 gold, but still, that's like 5 last hits that Storm was forced to miss from the lane, and now he just gives them back.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Storm at this point has tried to give up. Pretty sure he was just going to the jungle. But it's weird though that Doom has to. So Doom comes in, and you expect, say you see the Storm leave your lane, you're like, I'm gonna harass him in the jungle because he's weak still, right? And instead of that, you start farming your own camps. I know that was for efficiency, obviously. Don't see the Storm, you just presume, okay, maybe he's somewhere else, I might as well farm, but it's quite a dangerous play, especially when you do it at nighttime when you don't have any of it.
Yeah.
Like they circled him like a fooled him, attacking, playing around the tree. Couldn't see any. I wish I could draw on the map. The dead body.
But I want to point out even last game, because again it was Awaken on the Radiant, and we all on Dire. This area in the Radiant jungle, there were a lot of skirmishes here in the early game, and all of them initiated by Wheel. And
you mean the area where he just died?
Yeah, where he just died, where Storm's farming. Like, so many, and there was pretty much, I don't think there was any fight in the Dire jungle. So yeah, it just feels like Thunder Awaken, they have like more clear timings in terms of, okay, we wanna wait for these items, these levels, and then we actually go. Whereas we all seem like they play a bit more chaotic, at least a bit more dives.
Well, it does seem like Thunder is much more, I mean, because of the aggressive style that's very South American as well. They are much more reactive in their. So as soon as you see someone like getting ganked, like we saw this last game, they just TP immediately.
Yeah.
Whereas
they're not afraid to bring a lot of heroes. Yeah,
they don't care. They commit everything. Even if they commit like 5 carries. I still remember like when Evo used to play, known because he was Gyrocopter level 3, and he would gank the off lane and be like, "I want to get a kill." And you wonder why he left, because it wasn't even efficient for him. But they did that, and they always crushed the enemy carry because of that. Very Thunder Awaken style. Also, we haven't talked about this, but I think we need to mention. What about this Visage?
Yeah, I was just looking at him. I mean, he got a kill, he's farming quietly, and just hit level 6. I mean, this hero is really scary. It's getting a lot of popularity, especially in the core role, both mid and carry. And I mean, the physical damage is just ridiculous. And honestly, we don't have any good hero against it. In fact, I would say like Doom is one of your favorite heroes to face if you're playing Visage, I feel, because it's just this like low armor, high HP. I mean, he had that Frost Armor creep, which I would like to see him go back to.
Against the Visage, just to not die against him.
It's just, yeah, like Visage's physical damage is just so high. Like HP doesn't matter. You need to be tanky. You need to have armor. I mean, he already has his own medallion, so. Yeah. Could you see if I've seen some Midas pickups? I mean, I don't imagine it goes Midas after the medallion, so it'll probably just be the standard Solar Crest into Ags, maybe a Rod of Athos, less common, but would be kind of nice because, like I mentioned, they don't have that much disable up against the Quap Weaver.
Nice. Wrap around.
2-man smoke, yeah.
Then finding him, Scorched Earth, now the Infernal Blade, taking away all those Gravekeeper's Cloak, and with that, it's really easy to finish off this poor Visit. They even rotate KVH. Bit unnecessary, I think.
Oh, yeah, because their top tower is pretty much gone now. Smash just has an empty lane. They brought 4 heroes down here, and
he didn't even get the kill out of that, so that wasn't even much gold experience for KVH.
Yeah, I mean, regardless of the Weaver situation, I think overall that was a pretty bad play because I don't see them getting this tower. It's still full HP. I imagine Thunder can easily defend it now. Level 3 Plague Wars on a Venom. So, alright, they get this kill, but they lose their safe lane tower and they don't get the enemy safe lane tower. So,
Visage comes back in, burst strike. They want to burst down this poor Crystal Maiden. She dies immediately. And Blinkton, stop seeing her in this poor. I mean, this guy's from Wheel actually still want to fight this though. Dota the 2 without the Blink Dagger. It's time to initiate. There's a ready to wait Frazier. There's the Echo Slam. Oh, stun stops the Echo Slam for a second, but now they're stuck in the trees. And Ban will die right after the support. Smash comes in a bit too late. Wants to fight this. Still has the ultimate. Stoke joins in. No Poison Nova just yet. Everyone TP. There's no way to stop them. And that was the perfect initiation by Wheel. That was very clever. Now they got a bit more out of it. Killing Visage twice and whatnot. Seems like that was a bit more worthwhile for rotation.
yeah, honestly, I would say it was just a bit greedy by Thunder Awaken. Like I mentioned, they got that really favorable thing where they get the tower and they don't lose theirs. But they just kept the Avalon, like Smash just stay top. You know, we wanted to keep his farm going.
Yep.
He is actually top net worth on his team, so
he's farming really well. He's gonna go for the Midas build. Already seen him. Hope common popularized in this.
Yep.
Just fantastic. Get the farm up, get the
and they're gonna have like this very nice kind of tricore where, you know, this Visage Storm Abaddon, where they're all gonna be, you know, pretty much equally farmed, equal threats, and that's also kind of nice when you're facing a Doom. Like there's no clear target because yeah, pretty much everyone is a good Doom target, and
except for
I don't know.
Well, actually,
I mean, honestly, even the Abaddon, because
you stop the Aphotic Shield. Yeah, exactly.
There's no saves then, yeah, but I don't know, I'm really curious. Like Doom is just such a odd hero to me. Like he doesn't really have a clear purpose, in my opinion. It's not say it's bad. It just depends how the team wants to run him.
This Venomancer will go down, muted and destroyed. Super easy, and now they want to commit the smash. He already lost his borrowed time. There's no more time for the smash. What will he do? Oh, the Sonic Wave actually misses him, but doesn't really matter. Smash can't even kill that little bug before he dies. Unfortunately, they lose 2 in this bottom lane, and now it seems like a domination by Wheel starting. That's what Doom's purpose is, to destroy Venomancer. I think he's actually a fantastic hero against Venomancer. One of the few heroes which I find just completely annihilates you. So I understand why they brought him as a position 4.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to kill Venomancer. You're not going to accomplish anything if you kill a Venomancer. You just Venomous Scale and Poison Nova, and well, you stop the Plague Wars from happening, but you don't really care about those. So his teamfight contribution is just to die. He's a suicide bomb. And then if Doom does that to him, then he can't suicide bomb properly. Silence them.
And Dota 2 actually almost has Blink Dagger been quietly farming away. That's nice advantage of having Crystal Maiden. Not really needing to go for any mana regen items and still being able to farm very quickly. I was saying how I don't imagine Ban going back for the Midas after Medallion, but he actually finished the full Solar Crest and now he has a Midas queued up. Could be in response to the Midas on Queen of Pain.
I mean, Midas Queen of Pain is quite greedy.
Which, yeah, by the way, it's uncommon, but I don't dislike it necessarily this game because, like, the other option would just be to get as, you know, standard items really quickly and try to snowball the game from there. But, like, do you really want to force an early push against, you know, Venomancer and all these heroes like Abaddon? Like, how do you push into them early? Especially when Weaver is the main pushing hero and he's actually not having a good game. He's actually 4th, second to last in net worth on his team. So it's a bit concerning.
How do you even recover though as a Weaver? Because he's even going for up. You don't have many methods really to recover as a hero unless you go for ganks with it.
Yeah, it's also a bit of misfortune. Like he has been active, which is, you know, fine as a Weaver. That's what you should do. But actually has 0 kills and 5 assists. So that really hurts his item progression. I mean, imagine if, you know, or 5 kills and 0 assists, then he'll be looking a lot better.
Yeah, of course, because now, especially with the new system, if you gank like 4, for example, you don't get the kill, you're not gonna get any gold bricks. Points, really, as a carry especially. You really need to get that asset. Before it wasn't that big a deal. Now it's the recent change. Well, I say recent, but relatively. It's,
Yeah,
you have
I
to be
mean,
careful with
but yeah, so with all those things there, like Queen of Pain does have some heavy lifting to do this game, and you know the Midas, it makes some sense.
Okay, and the mid lane actually. Derp can't find Annihilate, but Derp seems like an easy target. However, Vision in the nighttime is harder to find, and in the end, they're just gonna find his Stock in the bottom lane. Madman just murders him. So we see.
And that's the Blink Echo reveal. I'm really not.
Oh, was that Blink Echo? Oh wow.
Yeah, that's for the Venomancer support.
Alright,
Now it
bye-bye
just gets-
Earthshaker, no armor, and then Soul Assumption, he goes down immediately. Oh, one more hit! Ooh, they kill Sand as they kill the Earthshaker. Pretty good commitment, at least, to that final hit. And the Familiar's trying to heal up as best they can. Ban doesn't want to lose him so early, and he's actually just staying behind, seeing if he can at least help him out. They want to go into Madming. Soul Assumption almost murders him. The Familiars continue to attack him, but the Shrine saves his life and misses Frostbitten down. He has to use the Grave Shield to survive this. There's the Venomous Gale, but the KVH is committing to this. In comes Sand King, Bug versus Bug, and we're going to find some insect action. This Weaver losing a lot of health, but the time-lapse saving her completely. Now is the help from the Queen of Pain. The Fodder Shield saving Ban, and he won't die tonight, but Annihilate might just lose his life. There's the Burst, like onto 2. In comes Smash, wants to kill Annihilate, and that Scream of Pain actually murders an own Queen of Pain. Smash saves the Sand King, fights against Madming. No armor means a no survivability for this poor Doom, and that's going to be another kill for the guys of Thunder Awaken without losing a single hero. That Abaddon did so much in that team fight.
Yeah, that was such a. I mean, I honestly can't even blame Will for like going for that chase. But such a nice bait from like he turns around alone against like 3 heroes, tries to kill Doom, and you know it seems like such a ballsy play. Or like, well, what is he doing? But then you know, just trust in a team. They're all TPing to the shrine. They're all running there and barely survives.
I mean, it was the Shrine was active, right? So that was maybe the one thing that kind of considered. I think it was also Abaddon or Smash's rotation. I think they saw him TP recently because he didn't have TP for that team fight, and so they knew that he couldn't come just TPing to the shrine, but he just ran there, which is very typical Peruvian dot. And he's like, "I'm running, guys, I'm coming, I swear." and he saved 2 heroes in that engagement in addition to the alarm damage. That was a pretty good play.
But again, crucial thing though missing from the team fight was that Echo, and you know Echo, it's such a powerful spell, especially like the first Echo when you just get that blink. Of course, as a 150-second cooldown, it's massive. You know, it's justified, but that's why I find it so odd that you know it was committed to kill the support Venomancer.
Oh wow, Smash just denied a tower in the pit. I agree that Echo Summon is pretty important when you also don't have any other team fight ultimates, right? I mean, Freezing Field is not particularly that great of an ultimate in team fights, more of a zone out spell. I guess the Sonic Wave is one of them, but it doesn't give you the lockdown. You really do rely on the Echo for fast initiation.
Yeah. Well, one advantage that Smash kind of in a pickle here, if he gets blocked off.
Yeah, not entirely blocked, bird time available. They want to fight this, and yeah, they're gonna all get a TP here. Income of Sand King, no Blink Dagger available. Oh, Echo Slam now committed to kill Smash. The Photic Shield or to save himself. As Smash running away best he can. He's actually gonna commit to this. Sorry, he's actually gonna save to himself. Annihilate comes in and just kills the Sand King instead. That Photic Shield will not save him against Sonic Wave. There's the Poison Nova. KVH survives by a time lapse, and now Ban is fighting against Derp, who's dancing herself away. And that means that he's going to go down himself. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, we actually see Storm fighting against a Doom alone, and Madman might just get a solo kill against the Storm. That Doom so effective, misses the Hadouken, and the denial won't come in time. Madman will get this kill eventually. Wow, that was a really good play there by Wheel, especially by the Doom, I think. Getting that solo kill against Storm. Surprise, surprise. That's a good showing of a Blink Dagger.
Yeah, that's and I have no idea where Doom pulled all these items from. He's actually second in net worth, but yeah, suddenly he's just. I mean, yeah, when you have this much farm, then for sure that 80 Devour bonus gold talent.
It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. 180 gold every 40 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, a position 4 being able to solo kill the mid like that is huge for sure.
Maybe Doom is a counter to Storm after all. Still, after all these years.
All the years depends. Actually, Boots of Travel picked up. I honestly really don't like this choice. Still Queen of Pain moved around the map so quickly anyway, and like going for Midas is, like we said, it's already a bit unusually greedy for a co-op. But Midas and Boots of Travel, like I feel like he's just delaying his delaying the amount of impact he could have on his game unnecessarily. Like this 2k gold is just, it doesn't give you any extra fighting power. And as the most farmed hero, it just doesn't really make sense to me to slow down basically your impact on these fights. Because why would you want to take a late game? Like Thunder Awaken's lineup is definitely not like they're not that strong now, but when that Radiance comes online, when Storm gets, you know, plus Stone Lincolns,
I think to some degree Wheel seems to be also underestimating the power of Visage. Not particularly.
Yeah, and yeah, not to mention Visage. It's just
I
do think
well.
he's still amazing. Yeah, I really do think Thunder Awaken has the better late game lineup here because of like Doom will become a factor, of course. That's gonna help him out a bit.
Storm, right? You also have other items to help him out. Top lane, bot deck. Raston.
Okay, now that's a good Echo Slam, obviously, taking on the Visage. Sonic Wave actually not even needed there.
Oh, that's good. They get a kill onto. I mean, once you take the Visage's Gravekeepers off, pretty easy to burst them down. Has no armor, no magic resistance. I think, what is his base magic resistance? 10%, I believe. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
The Veil Discord is minus 15%. So.
That is that. Oh shit, Sanking.
Bye bye, Sanking. Yep. Scream of Pain to finish him off. In comes Leo Style. He's alone with the help of Venomous Scale and a Stalk using the Poison Nova. It's Annihilate with it. Leo Style trying to run away. There's the ball lining. Dota the 2 should be able to just TP back to safety. And with that, he's going to start healing up. KVH joins in, wants to kill his Stalk. Has enough damage to Scream of Pain. This poor Venomancer will lose his life. That's going to be another kill for Wheel. And a very weird engagement by Thunder Awaken, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not even sure what they were going for there. Like, Smash tried to TP a moment, Visage got jumped, TP got cancelled by Doom, so at a point they should just realize that, you know, with Abaddon there's no way of getting there. Who is, by the way, now their top net worth hero. Then you gotta leave that, top lane, yeah. And even if they hadn't planned it this way, they have to adjust their playstyle now. Now that the Radiance is really the thing they're kind of waiting for. And they should play around it a bit more. Anyway, fortunately Leo Style didn't die, so still has those Bloodstone charges. Actually has a BKB queued up. That's really very odd. I mean, it could just be some players like to queue up random items. They don't necessarily go for them.
That's actually very, very true. You're learning about South American though.
Yeah, nah, I'll be very surprised if he goes for BKB. I think Lincoln should be the no-brainer.
He's afraid of the Echo. Only thing. Everything else.
But even then though, like, it's not like you can Echo Slam is usually the first ball being cast, so if you can't react with an ult zip away, I don't think you gonna react with the BKB either.
Yeah, I agree. I would never go for BKB. I honestly don't know what he would do BKB with it. Seems like Lincoln's a no-brainer. Stops all the important things, including the Frostbite, which is like a stupid spell, but it's pretty important to stop as a spell. Also seeing Baden going for the typical Aghanim's after the Might. Yeah, pretty imagine. Oh, there it goes, Echo Slam. I don't know that hit anyone. I think the Storm just evaded that completely with the ball lining. And he goes, he's losing a lot of health. He's gonna go down to the Sonic Wave. Finally finishing him off. Freezing Field catches the Sanking, and he's slowed down to oblivion. Can they find him with a Blink Dagger? Try to TP in time? Nope. That Sanking will be denied from his TP, and Storm there finally lost his Bloodstone charges down to 8. That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I mean, getting that lucky to actually dodge the Echo. I mean, he zipped at the moment Shaker wanted to jump, I guess. I don't think he even saw the Shaker coming, though. But yeah, then just still dying with both. That was I mean, jumping Crystal Maiden behind the tier 2, like, again, no one anywhere near to help. Yeah, Thunder Awaken are running 2 Midases, though. Both of Visage and Abaddon, so...
I mean, they are looking on this for late game, it's clear. To some degree, right?
Yeah.
The build for the Abaddon also indicates an Abaddon that's much more into the late game. Right? Don't want to go... Probably going to be Octarine Corin's Abaddon, I want to say. It's definitely not an Abaddon that looks for the mid game with perhaps an early Breves or something.
Yeah, it depends. You might have to adjust this build, though, because... let's see if he anticipates this. I really like the choice from Queen of Pain here. It's the classic Abaddon counter. You get silence and you get a Silver Edge. and then you can actually burst them. So I would like to see a response from Smash. I mean, it has a couple of choices. Greaves perhaps a bit expensive since he already went for the phase boots, but Lotus should be a easy way to deal with that.
I find Lotus a great item regardless, right? It's already good to help out against the Doom, because it's not like the Doom wants to Doom himself either, right? And helps against the Silence, against the Storm, etc, etc.
Yeah, especially when you have a cooldown reduction talent on that hero as well, so more Lotus casts.
Exactly.
Better uptime.
With Radiance, you're already tanky enough, you don't really need... I mean, that Blink Dagger's okay. I find it. It helps out with power time a lot, but I would like to see that. Smash with the Radiance. Oh, did not cancel Dota the 2. Unfortunately, the Queen of Pain though is still alive, but you can't finish her off either. And yeah, a lot of these failed ganks I don't think is working too nicely for them. I think they want to play. Just about to play.
Yeah, and I mean, I was criticizing this boost of travel, but on the Queen of Pain. But the way the game has been like going, it does make sense, and I can't say it was necessarily a bad pickup because he has really just been the guy pushing out all these lanes constantly, and you know the Doom and the Shaker have been doing a good enough job of finding kills. And yeah, this Doom just completely took off, and now almost second in net worth. He has a full Shivas. I mean, we're talking about low armor being an issue, you know, Visage killing him and stuff, but with Medallion Shivas, suddenly he's sitting at 26 armor. Yeah, I don't think we'll see him this Doom dying anytime soon.
And he's really tanky. Now he's still gonna go for solo crest. Useful against a lot.
Yeah.
Not like Visage himself is pretty.
He has a BKB queued up as well, so I mean, what we're gonna see him do is just...
Wait, top lane, Annihilate, he's trying to TP away, Silence Leo style. He has to help him out. Phonics Shield take away the silence, and yeah, that's a dead Queen of Pain. With the 6 streak taken away.
Such a 900 gold for Sand King, who by the way, 24 minutes in, he was sitting on Tranquils and nothing. And suddenly, you know, Blink Dagger might be coming soon.
Well, still a bit far away, but yeah, I mean, now they got the Blink Dagger on Smash as well. Aghanims on the Visage. That's pretty important. The Aghanims as well, getting those 3 birds. That means more pushing power as well. Teamfight is more benefit. Take more advantage of them.
Yeah. I would also like to see Linken's picked up at some point though by Queen of Pain. Like the Soul Edge for sure makes sense, but it's just when the only catch is a Sand King, you know, it makes sense to just get a Linken's because that catch is basically eliminated.
So mad with the team. Apparently. In his face, Smash is getting tired of this teleporting bullshit, wants to find someone else.
Yeah, and I mean that's what happens when your Sand King doesn't have a blink. Like he could TP the shrine, but he's always not gonna get close enough to stun anyone anyway. So
yeah, it's unfortunate. He's really young.
Yeah. Storm wants to farm. He's not gonna be. Yeah, he's not gonna be chasing people there. It actually has a Link and skewed up on Avalon. It's not Lotus, so he is concerned about this Doom. And yeah, that's another thing to consider for this Doom. Like he has the BKB queued up for now, but the game goes long enough, we might see an Aghanims, which...
Oh no, top lane actually, Storm got muted and killed. Lost. So you do think it's gonna be Doom Aghanims maybe?
Yeah, we might see the Doom Aghanims because, you know, it actually breaks passives, so then, you know, silence plus passives broken, it's, you know, all in one, counter to Abaddon.
Oh, that's true.
Should actually allow him to kill him easily without the borrow time ever activating. Okay,
Sand King, what are you doing? Fighting and the rest of the Thunder at least wants to attack here. The Blink Dagger available, going on to Annihilate, but they don't really have any ways to stop him from TPing. I mean, this has been the bane of their existence always. TPs, a lack of mobility on the Sand. But he's position 5, which I don't like at all. I would rather see Estop be in position 5's Venomancer than 5.
Yeah, it's just... I mean, let him be position 5, but at least let him get the Blink first. Like, you have to have these priorities, you know, like... Because there's just no no threat on the map for Wheel right now.
No, I said Abaddon went for the Butcher Travel, opposed to Lotus or even BKB or anything else. It seems like the guys at Thunder Awaken are not changing their build whatsoever. They're just confident it's going to go into late game and they can just take it to them. Feels getting.
Yeah, so it's a bit of an odd game for sure. I mean, having multiple heroes with Boots of Trial Midas combination is yeah, pretty interesting to see.
Quite greedy.
Yeah.
I mean, you're both pushing out the lanes, but neither team really has better push, to be honest. Storm is pretty good. Fever is equal to Abaddon, and now in the bottom lane, Sanking might just go down. They heal him up. Oh, help him out. Let's see if Sanking can survive this. Puts a sentry down before he dies, but no, the Weaver kills him off way too quickly for Smash to do anything. He's timeless anyway. In comes the Storm, and now the objective seems to be the Earthshaker, as they lose the enemy off, or they lose their own off lane, only for the price of a Sanking. Considering how worthless the Sanking is, I think that's actually beneficial. But it's not really that big a deal either.
Yeah, though, as we were kind of talking about, I mean, Doom basically overtook the Shaker quite a while ago in terms of farm priority. And yeah, he has the BQ finished, and now Lags is queued up like we were talking about, so that's gonna be a nice answer to Abaddon, of course. Okay, now Smash changed his... He actually sold the phase boots even, and changed his intentions from Lincoln's to Lotus Orb, so... I mean, Lotus Orb always benefits, we were talking about, but yeah, he's just gonna have to be really careful not to get doomed. Because that's a hero like, sure, Storm is hard to catch and whatnot, but Abaddon, he will be running in, he will be blinking in and stuff, and it shouldn't be that hard to get a Doom off on him. And that's a pretty significant counter.
I mean, Abaddon's usually the one that tanks, right? Everything, so. Now the Silver Edge Kid is also finished on Pain. Annihilate's actually managed to recover, not necessarily recover, but he, it was a point where he was kind of matched by the Abaddon. Also close to level 25, pretty early, which is...
Okay, right here we're gonna see it. Yeah, there's
Silver
no...
Edge. Oh, okay, yep. That's Smash.
It's just it.
I don't think Smash even realized what happened. Dota the 2 though will go down in the middle lane, so it's offlaner for offlaner. What's more worth it, honestly?
I mean, that's the top net worth for...
Oh, right, yeah.
It's not really the offlaner for Thunder Awaken, so... Yeah, and you can tell, like, now they're just scrambling back because...
Goodbye, Leo Style. Doom's available, muted.
Oh,
and
why?
Destroyed. Leo Style just walked along the mid lane. That means Aegis is lost. And they want to continue fighting this. I don't know if it's the best idea. Strike might find Mad Meg. He's quite slippery. And Mystico will lose his life again, as the Doom just murders him.
Why did he commit the Doom, though? Like, Storm was orchided up. There were 4 heroes. There's no way to remove the orchid from Storm, so he was dead for sure. Oh, that was...
You're right. He could have doomed him when he came out.
Yeah, they could have tried round 2. I don't know. Well, either way, it's not like the... not like Doom being on cooldown means they have to back off or anything, so... Weaver actually, I would say, finally recovered quite decently. Like, he's sitting on Lincoln's Diffusal, as hitting pretty hard, as the next item queued up, which will be the Daedalus. Okay. I guess he's really, like, embracing his role as basically being this glass cannon. You know, his team is gonna be jumping around, slowing people, breaking, disabling, muting, whatever, and he's just gonna come in and slice them apart, so... Okay, no, he does change it to a Bloodthorn. I like that more.
Wait, Smash blinks, tries to finish KVH. Oh, Talonist, actually a Storm able to get a kill here. Weaver going down, finally a kill for the guys at Thunder Awaken as KVH loses his life. And we'll continue to go for that Bloodthorn, but it'll be a bit delayed. Let's see if Thunder Awaken can at least take a tower from this. I mean, they have a Visage with Aghanim's. They should be able to, if he stops farming.
Yeah, really nice. And he maybe changes his to BKB, his quick buy on the Weaver. It's just after that death.
Yeah, they realize they need a bit of defensive items. You can't just go full glass cannon. Too easy to stop, and you can't just stop. But that the tower goes down. That's... I mean, not pretty big, but it's quite nice for Thunder Awaken, who've been losing until now. They get a bit of a boost. They even go for a bit more, trying to punish this Weaver to maybe force a buyback of some sort. After all, the Visage Familiar still push really hard here.
Abaddon has to be really careful. I mean, they can still burst them in the same way. There's some solo crest backing up. Oh, if that Fisher block connected. The ballsy play, they're just running in, blinking. Yeah.
I mean, they have the Visage Familiars to help you out anyway, and they have really good zone out spells as well on those ones. And you still have the... Oh, you lost the 8. Well, you think you have to get something out of these engagements. You're playing from behind, you need to try to make every single kill count. Especially when your Storm only has 9 Bloodstone charges, he's not as farmed as you.
Yeah. He actually finished up the Orchid in the end, so standard approach. Again, BKB queued up though, and I still don't like that choice. But, yeah. Bloodthorn now on Queen of Pain. I mean, with this Bloodthorn, he can even solo kill the Avalon easily. I mean, he solo kill just about anyone. Maybe not the Visage. He has actually picked up his Shivas, I believe. Yeah, it's coming on the courier. Yeah, so and now sending a comfortable 30 armor. You know, with the evasion, with the Gravekeeper cloaks charges. So he's actually hard to bring down. For Annihilate. I mean, they're smoked up.
Yeah, let's see if this works out for Wheel. They smoked up without much vision though, and actually find someone ripped up from behind. There's a silence. Oh no, Leo style waked up to 5. And he just starts zapping away. That's a good double stun. Trying to stop the Weaver. Annihilate now fighting against Abaddon. Uses that ultimate pretty soon. And they go on to Madmang. Where's the Doom? Idea hasn't come out yet. Wants to stuck someone. Sanking, not the objective. Madmang is actually stuck entirely. And they can't find a good target to Doom. They save the Sanking again. Sonic Wave won't do much. Echo Slam onto 2. And they burst him down simultaneously as Leo style only finds Derp in the backlines. He's got doomed. And because of his aggression, he gets punished entirely. His Token now fighting against a whole team, wrecked by KVH, and the last target here, Smash, is gonna be able to survive this? Probably not. They're chasing him till he dies, and Smash, actually with the Radiance, forcing the Queen of Pain away, but KVH is not a coward. He fights Smash till the end. Smash uses borrowed time. Will that give him a little bit extra time, or actually killing power? Has to TP himself away. Where's the Fissure? Daughter of the 2 won't find him, and Smash actually survives this from feeder to winner, but sadly his team is not doing the same thing. That was a terrible team fight for them.
Yeah, just it started off okay, right? Like what you want, it's the Avalon running in. He actually loads to the Bloodthorn, which is, you know, it's perfect. Like that big item, you remove it. He gets his ultimate off. He scouts everyone and stuff, but they just didn't have the lockdown. And again, this Sand King with no blink dagger and body, it's every time I click on it, has even less gold. 480 now. They just couldn't lock anyone down. Like they have the damage, but
well, the Storm went a bit too far. I think the fact they want to hung supports and onto the Doom, Doom on. It was just not the right choice. We've talked about how much armor he has now. It's hard to burst him down soon easily, especially with the Scorched Earth now with the special talent. And on top of that, you can only use a special amount of Electric Vortexes and Orchids, right? You don't have that much. So maybe Thunder Awaken could have fought the team fight a bit sooner, but of course they're just so afraid of the Doom. That Doom is actually doing a lot against Venomancer. The second you get close to him, he might just punish one of the 2 heroes and destroy them. Their interaction.
Yeah. No, I'm for sure. You know, I was saying how I don't know about this Doom and what he's gonna do, but yeah, his impact has been massive. And just so many items, and now the Aghanim, so now we're gonna see.
Did you see that? He went for the Slashstrike AoE.
Oh.
That is weird. Look at that. I don't know.
Okay, that's. Huh.
Yeah. That's
exactly
I mean,
it could be a misclick. Who knows?
No way. Okay, well, you go into the Familiars going down slowly to the Shadowstrike damage. No, they have pretty good resistance.
Especially against the Venomancer. Okay,
bang with a Doom. That's Aghanim's Doom, so there's no burrow time for this poor Abaddon. He gets silenced on top of that, because why not? His Stoke targeted by the Infernal Blade. They do hit him with a Poison Noah, but it doesn't really matter. The Stoke will lose his life regardless and won't get a kill anyway. However, they did take the tier 3 in the middle lane, and Storm actually walks in, kills the Queen of Pain. That's the objective. Leo style with a kill in the backlines, even manages to TP in time. They can't stop this. What a ballsy, but really worthwhile play.
Yeah, that was really huge. I mean, 1.1k gold. That was really nice. I mean, that's just it's still not great, but it kind of salvaged. You know, it went from terrible to kind of fight for them, I would say. Yeah, I really think that's very, very questionable on not getting the spell, especially against the Venomancer, like I was mentioning, you know, Queen of Pain. doesn't really build any items that gonna sustain your HP. So the only way, like that's why that talent is so amazing, because when you have it, suddenly it's really easy to just keep your HP high in fights. And we saw there, like it's a support Venomancer's level 2 Nova only, but even then, like the Queen Pin had to blink back, had to activate the shrine, and it's like damaging her through the shrine. So that's kind of what allowed that Storm play to just pick him off.
It's an odd pickup, I don't really understand. Maybe to cancel. The only magic is to cancel Lincoln's. It does cancel. Or it should cancel Lincoln's. Because I honestly, I've never seen this in competitive. I've never seen anyone pick that. I even the cooldown one I understood to some degree. If you really were concerned about Lincoln, it's just the cast point's also pretty, not particular. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see the effect it has in the game. Maybe he has a build plan for it to some degree.
Yeah, he has a BKB queued up now, and
at least they took tier 3. This is really important. I mean, not taking racks, not that big a deal at this point in the game. You would like to, but at least take shrine to this and now threaten Roshan much easier. Let's see, KVH in the top lane.
And actually, an important point. Even though they lost their bottom lane some time ago, they still have that top shrine, which is so crucial for Roshan. So even though like both teams basically traded shrines, it's Awaken can have that useful shrine actually that gives them this Roche control. Whereas that bottom shrine for Wheel, it doesn't really do a whole lot there.
Now we'll see if the guys from Wheel can smash the second time or not. I mean, if you're Wheel, do you want to put aggression now, or is the burden of aggression on? Who's more afraid?
Yeah, I would say
is it just beneficial for them to farm?
I think Awaken still have room to grow. The thing is, like, the way these fights are going, it's kind of like about this, you know.
That's a really good Doom. Stopped the perfect target. Abaddon, he's really going to be muted for far too long. He's going to go down. Muted and destroyed. In comes Visage, starts to help him out. Won't do much. Ban needs to get some damage out. There's the buyback from Abaddon. Ban, where's the help? Nobody's joining this poor little Visage. He's been broken. They're going to kill him off. The Phonic Shield giving a lot of life, but Echo Slam to finish him off, and that Visage was being destroyed. As in comes Leo Style, wants to stop the Crystal Maiden, stops the Freezing Field. The Epicenter as well actually destroys the Doom. Now they've got this KVH with that Poison Nova. He can't run away. The Venomous Skill actually finishes him off, and in the end, it's going to be Wheel losing 3, including their carry. That's not bad, as the Roshan comes from free to the guys of Thunder Awaken as the Visage Birds scouted out. Worthwhile buyback, I'd say. It's 3 for 3, but pretty well worthwhile.
Yeah, that was all double damage. They're just outside if they spot it. Yeah, perfect for this. Roche will be good on cooldown. So yeah, that I missed couldn't click on the fight recap, but I believe it's again this, even though it's support, the Venomancer Nova just doing so much damage. Like it's killing the Weaver, because yeah, you cannot dispel it. So even when he time lapses, like he gains his health back, but he's still poison Nova. So slowly just ticking down. And now again Davis queued up. This time he buys the Crystallis. I would still like to see a Bloodthorn instead, because it's just there's just a lot more value in the Bloodthorn. Even though they already have one on campaign, like having 2 is, yeah, it's fine. And let's look at Sand King, and might just see a 41-minute Blink Dagger. I mean, honestly, just sell the range of it. Just make sure you get it right here. He can just get it for this massive gold.
So important. Almost level 20. They get 120 gold per minute before he gets.
He sells the range jobs. So I'm just curious to see now, because like we were talking about how much they lack disable, how the Sand King is, you know, doesn't really do anything without a blink, can't land stuns, these sleeper heroes. But if they're still like going somewhat even in fights, and like they actually, okay, they spent a buyback, but they got Roche because of it. So now that, you know, they actually do have that blink, I wonder if we're gonna see like fights going very differently here.
I don't know how much impact the Sand King can have. It's just a Burrow Strike, really, because the Epicenter, we've seen a couple good ones, and they can still have a bit of damage, but to be honest, it's only Epicenter level 2. 880 magical damage. It's okay, but it's not too big a deal. It's mainly going to be a
no, yeah, for sure. The damage is kind of irrelevant at this stage, but it's about the stun. It's still like stunning, you know, 2 heroes instead of 1, or like stunning 3 heroes instead of 2. Just the thanks to blink can actually change the fight. So Bloodthorn is now complete on Storm, so you know Storm and Visage focusing the same target. He is gonna melt, of course, because all the birds they're also critting and just mass crits. And AC also gonna be completed by Van soon. So is one for it.
More minus armor for you, more attack for your birds as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this AC and Shiva's combination on the Visage. Like, sure, it's a ton of armor, but he's not really dying to right clicks. He's pretty much dying to, yeah, like there's the freezing field and like all these many instances spells, you know, the freezing field, the infernal blade, scorched earth eating is yeah, so I'm not sure about the Shivas, honestly.
I mean, maybe the slowing to some degree of don't have anyone to fight really, because you can't.
Yeah, like the Queen of Pain and the Weaver, like you're not slowing them, right? Doom as a BKB. Yeah, I would have liked to see him go for
the Vision.
Assault Grass.
Vision against Queen of Pain if she's in the trees or something. I can imagine that'd be probably the most useful thing. Of course, besides the armor early, but I agree. It seems to be an overkill of armor. You have 45 armor. At this point, it's just diminishing returns, right? Oh, Weaver won't touch you though. Like Weaver literally tries to touch Visage and he just laughs in his face.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I mean, it could actually be that the Weaver is like tries to get on him every fight.
Went for a physical damage build to some degree, so there's that as well. Like Silver Edge, especially because Silver Edge destroys your Visage entirely in terms of Grave Keeper's Glow because it takes it away, theoretically, or it should. One of those passes which has a weird interaction, and since we don't see much Visage, I'm not really sure, but it should. And that means that you lose all your armor and all that modus magic resistance, so you might as well get extra armor on yourself. Yeah, I see the point. I like it. It's alright.
And but yeah, all the more reason why it would have been nice to see Queen of Pain with just the standard build, which includes a Mjolnir.
Yep, I agree. As opposed to Slashstrike, yeah.
And yeah, like this spell vamp, and I don't know, just this whole. Because he is the top net worth hero, and Queen of Pain is definitely a hero that can carry it, but like this whole combination of items, I'm just really not feeling it right now. Like he's not particularly tanky. Yeah, his teamfight presence is like, no.
He's not even that much physical damage, which is the interesting thing. Like usually when you see a Bloodthorn Queen of Pain, you see it like Bloodthorn with Silver Edge, you know. You usually see something like Assault Cuirass.
Yeah, you see the AC as well, exactly.
Probably Mjolnir anyway, actually, but AC, some Queen of Pains even get like some Scythe, for example, which also adds a lot of damage to you, or MKB, for example, as well. Depends really on what stage of the game. However, this build, on top of that, he's getting Octarine Core, which I question, why get Octarine Core if you just get the 60% spell lifesteal? It can't be for the cooldown reduction. I'm trying to think it's a misclick.
It could be, but even then, like, at least now that he does have that talent, like Octarine kind of makes more sense because he can actually start spamming those daggers non-stop. And
oh wow, Smash, really good blink there. Might be saying himself, they found a Doom, silence them out, they have to kill him in time. There's a Sankin comes in with a burst, like surprise blink dagger, and Madman will go down before he can get his Doom out. That's really important. However, the Aegis just got lost. I believe Abaddon just lost it. Yeah, I just heard that. Derp is the target of aggression. This Crystal Maiden being burned to shreds by the Radiance and finally destroyed by Leo Style. The cheese is still available on these guys. And the more important thing, there's no Doom. No Doom at all. Meaning it's time to push some towers.
Yeah, and we're saying, man, the Sand King Blink, he gets it and they get this crucial Doom kill. Of course, he does have buyback, but now...
Oh no, the Weaver, they're gonna stun her. Can they kill her in time before the Doom comes in? She's dead already! Weaver loses her life! 100 seconds without her! And Smash starts attacking these towers! There is a bit of damage onto these melee racks, but not enough to bring him down. They already forced 2 buybacks. And it does seem like Wheel are gonna manage to defend this, but the cost of 2 buybacks is not that bad. They still conserve the cheese anyway, so there's no expiry date on that. Like real cheese. And
one thing I want to point out, we're saying how much work, you know, that previous fight, level 2 Poison Nova without Axe, and it was still just wrecking everyone. And now he has Axe, and it's level 3.
And look at that, Smash is actually...
Yeah, there's no positioning I don't want to do, like no Force Death, no Blink, so it might be a bit hard. And I would like to see Madbang actually try to doom that Venom, because if that Poison Nova comes out, it hits the cores, things are looking really, really scary for Wheel.
Okay, mute. They found the Abaddon. They have to kill him off. There's no sustain on this man. Yep, that's gonna be a dead Abaddon. Meanwhile, Storm goes into the top lane, clears some lane. So all they're doing right now is trying to choke the enemy team, even though they lost the Abaddon. So maybe you're playing a bit too cockily there, Smash. Right? He still has buyback though.
Yeah, it was playing around a bit too much. Like kind of counting that they wouldn't have the coordination. It's not that hard though to do. Like you just you fish ram, you break the Lincolns, then you do all those spells. But still, like all the 3 lanes were pushed up to their base, so again they're not really gonna be getting anything significant out of this. Once again, that top shrine's still standing for Thunder Awaken, so Roche control is, you know, they have it. And Storm looking at a Hex now. This is where Storm like runs into item slot issues because he has to carry this gem for the Weaver. Bottle is something you want to keep, you know, for like, those clutch Arcane Runes or Regents or DDs. But yeah, like he's gonna have to do some backpack swapping at this point, even as the cheese still stashed. And I'm looking at Van's next item at this point, so...
What is it? That device?
Has a Hex queued up, yeah, so there's gonna be double... Oh, okay, there's Arcane Rune for Storm. That's gonna be really nice for the next fight, and... Yeah, they're gonna have double sight coming out, so... Things looking really scary for this Queen of Pain and this Weaver, and... Yeah, the Queen of Pain build, there's no Lincolns. 3000 HP, but neither of those big armor items like AC, no Shivas, so she does get hexed up. Bloodthorns, there's burst potential for sure.
Especially with the poison over dealing damage, much damage it does, right?
Yeah, and actually quite poor on the defensive items. If you think there's no Lotus, there's no Glimmer, there's 1 Force Staff on Derp, and that's about it.
Alright, well, we'll see a possible initiating against the Stoke. They don't see him, though, and really initiating up to high ground with the smoke, not the best of ideas. And that's another waste of smoke by Wheel. When you're starting to lose the advantage that you had in the game previously, you don't really want to mess up these smokes, right? They're very valuable, especially in the late game. It's quite crucial that they just messed that up completely. Or not messed that up, but like, just didn't use it, you know, wasted it. And we see Smash, by the way, finally going for BKB after taking that Lincolns. The BKB Lincoln, so he can't get doomed no matter what.
Yeah, it's kind of funny to see a hero like Abaddon. It's normally like he's seen as unkillable, and then he goes for like 3 defensive items, BKB, Lincoln's, Lotus. But it makes sense for sure this game. Like,
Koopa gets a tube, and he's ruining your life with a stupid act.
Yeah, no, it's so. And yeah, Sand King even as a 4 staff, so he was already doing a lot of work. Itok switching up some of his. First he had a Boots Shao queued up on Venom, now it's Lincoln's. So they're thinking about stacking Lincoln Spheres.
That's a good idea.
Honestly, I would still like to just see him get a Blink Dagger. You know, just blink in. You know, be that Suicide Bomber, just blink in, Poison Nova. Doesn't matter if he dies, because that Nova is just gonna crush them. Especially Weaver, who I mean, now he finally picked up a Morbid Mask, so he has some lives too. He's gonna be going for that Satanic, but actually went for the Magic Resistance talent on Weaver. I really like that. Don't really always see move speed, but again, like talking about how much of an issue this Poison Nova is, yeah, 35% magic resist is a lot, so that will definitely help out.
Roshan that might go either team's way, as we all know this is happening. Bond wants to fight against Annihilate. There's the Grave Chill as the extra familiar's movement speed, by the way, so they're quite fast right now. You don't want to fight against him too easily. Shivas goes in, Mad Ming, Doom Smash, that's perfect. No, the Lincolns. Oh, okay, the Doom actually didn't get used yet. Okay, just cancel the Lincolns. Then they go into the Doom. They want to kill him off. Epicenter already used. He's been stunned for too long. Echo Summoner trying to save him. Mad Ming, so the BKB is still alive, but this Doom will finally die without getting his ultimate off. Bond resisting all the damage, all that armor, helping him out. Athletic Shield saving him, but not enough. In the end, they lose their carry in exchange for a Queen of Pain. Go to the 2 next objective, and Storm Spirit is no longer silenced. He goes into the tree, silences him up, and destroys him. Wheel has lost 4 heroes. Only Weaver is left alive after that engagement. Wow, that was really good, well played by Thunder Awaken. And now the Queen of Pain is forced to buy back. So is the Earthshaker. They want to make sure that these are diebacks. After all, the Storm Spirit is alive and dandy with full mana, full HP. And he can still fight this as best he can be. Oh, they go up top. They actually stop Annihilate, but the BKB is available. And Annihilate can't get stunned for too long. Smash just goes up to him and says, I want to kill her. And starts attacking her with that sword. He hits quite hard, but he goes into the attack at the tower instead. Annihilate. Okay, what are you doing? Just fighting Smash. Smash is zoning out everyone in the enemy team as Storm tries to fight against these towers. He uses the ultimate so he doesn't get broken entirely. Pretty clever as he didn't have the Lotus Orb and to dispel the silence. I mean, Smash is going to be able to take these structures down.
I mean, so many things happened at Roche fight, but I just have to say MVP Sand King, like he 4-staffed Smash over the Fissure outside of the Doom range. His Lincoln was broken. If he got Doom there, it could have been a very different fight, but he saved him, and Doom just uses Refresher even and still got 0 Dooms off.
Oh, what a beautiful BKB. Stops in Chen, Totem Stun. It might even turn this pig into ham. Come on, Earthshaker. There he goes. Goes down first for Leo style, and KVH activates his BKB. Fights Abaddon. He's been silenced and not broken. That means his Borrow Time can activate. He has a TP in time. Can they cancel this somehow? Yes, with the Frostbite, it's available. That means Smash might lose his life, but Derp will have to sacrifice himself for this kill. And Smash actually survives thanks to the help of Leo style. And these two buddies want to survive as best they can. Leo style finally losing his life. It's a gem on the ground. And Abaddon silenced and destroyed by Wheels. That seems like a bit of a risky tactic. However, during this whole engagement, they took 2 lanes of racks. Well, that range rack is pretty much dead. So that's still beneficial for Thunder Awaken entirely. I mean, they forced a couple buybacks, even a couple diebacks. Nobody has buyback in the team for Wheel. Pretty big.
Yeah, very unfortunate. I think that might have even been a bit of a misclick by Smash, because I mean, his Borrow Time was active. He could easily just blink out. Obviously, you just always blink in Borrow Time, not taking damage, and then TP. But he just didn't use his blink, TP straight up, so the Frostbite connected, and then Leo Styles stayed behind, tried to help his buddy out, and they both end up dying. But all in all, it's still, the comeback is real. It's Thunder Awaken's game now. Shaker's still dead for quite some time, and by the way, this was the issue also in that Roche fight. Again, what happened was Abaddon already got force staffed out, so he was not in Doom's range. So the only one that was like Storm was killing the Doom, and Doom actually used his Refresher so he could BKB a second time and get at least 1 Doom off. But Storm just kept zipping around every time the Doom cast animation is going. It just zips.
That's what we were talking about in the draft as well.
Yeah, it's so hard for this Doom at this stage. Like,
I mean, they did a really good job. Even Doom had to sacrifice his Refresher just to use the BKB a second time, which was pretty impressive. Or, well, pretty impressive on Thunder Awaken side. Not on Doom side.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the Refresher.
That was it.
So, because, of course, you're forcing that out on him, so you can't do double Doom or even use a single Doom. It's pretty bad. And that was all Sankings.
And yeah, so I would like him to honestly just be happy with dooming anyone, really, like actually getting a doom off, like, you know, forget about choosing a target. But also Thunder Awaken realize this, and at this point Stalker also has a Lincolns, so already 2 Lincolns up, and now it's getting just really iffy to really get these dooms off. And you know, maybe that was what the Queen of Pain was thinking, you know, the talent to just remove Lincolns, but still doesn't seem to be working too effectively.
Smash starting to attack the LA Racks. There's the help from those Millers as well. Moves the Lincoln.
Yeah, and there we go. That's the Doom.
Okay, Doom, brought down in the top, in the behind. Mad Meng trying to use the BKB. Plus the Refresher for second BKB. He can do anything as Smash fights against the rest of his team, using the Borrowed Time very effectively. However, Leo Style has to run away. He himself is an Aegis though, so he could have just died there. And Stoke finally gets his Poison Nova, hits the Queen of Pain with it. That's exactly the target you want. Finally, Smash will be losing his life. Leo Style walks in, and Queen of Pain, where is she? She's about to go down. She actually goes up into the fountain, surviving just barely. The Epicenter catches out the Doom a second time. Or no, that was just Derp, sorry, never mind. Derp is dead, and Doom is dead for 80 seconds as well. How are they supposed to defend this? Smash walking in, finds Annihilate. He's just trying to zone out the enemy team. Smash, though, stop down. In comes Leo Style. They're playing with the enemy team, and they're going to kill the Earthshaker immediately. Leo Style still has the Aegis, so he can fight with fire here. And Leo Style might just lose his Aegis here, actually surviving just barely. Queen of Pain walks in. Ban fighting against her. So much armor, can't attack her. They turn her into a pig, and this Queen of Pain can't do anything to hit Ban right now. Sonic Wave will even miss him. Ban way too tanky, fighting KVH for so long, and can still TP back to base. Finally goes down to the Mjolnir damage, but Leo Style is ready to rumble and destroys the Queen of Pain immediately. KVH, the next target, this Weaver, surviving thanks to the time lapse, but goes onto the Storm. The idea is to kill Leo Style immediately before he can regen entirely, and he does accomplish this, but the Matrix already up, and still gets a second Poison Nova up. KVH, how are you going to survive this? One last Familiar might just do the trick. KVH trying to survive, but not against Leo Style's silence, and that ensures the last kill. The team wipe, forcing the only buyback available onto this poor Weaver. KVH wants to defend the throne best they can. They want to keep their chance alive, not lose this best of 5, so they can at least get to another game for this ProDota Cup final, but it doesn't seem possible. KVH with Satanic surprise in the Storm. He's surviving for quite a long time. In comes the Crystal Maiden. Here are the reinforcements. They try to stop him. KVH already silenced. The Storm dies, but Derp with a freezing field is going to be able to... No, he loses his life. Now it's Mad Meng. Everyone is sacrificing their bodies for this tower. Everyone is is dead for Thunder Awaken. They have no more buybacks. But those Plague Wars are doing so much damage. Come on, Plague Wars, take this throne alone. And there's 2 seconds left, and Ban, even XD's in chat. Easy Plague Wars. Those Plague Wars with level 25 deal so much damage. Incoming the creeps as well. They've already taken all the racks. That means there's mega creeps. But no, 100 HP left on that throne. How is Wheel defending this? They're keeping the American dream alive. Don't lose till Peru. Defend the USC servers.
Yeah, I mean, the game's all but over at this point. I was actually concerned for a little bit because I hadn't taken that last range Rex on the top lane, so there were no megas yet, but the creeps themselves actually took it, so
yeah. Now
the 3 mega waves are reaching the base.
That throne is 200 HP. It's just anyone could walk in and kill it, right? Oh, the Smash actually heard me. Yeah, look at him go. BKB, he has borrowed time, doesn't care if he's been muted. Go Smash, go! Go Smash, go! Just 3 more hits. Fissure does not do anything to stop him, and that last hit from Smash will take the throne and ensure that Thunder Awaken are the winners of this season of ProDota Cup American Region. 2-0, they beat Wheel with a 1-game advantage to the winners brackets. They ensure that this is the last match for Wheel in this season, and for the last season of ProDota Cup Americas, at least for a couple months. So, what a match. What can you tell me, Slashstrike, before we go?
Yeah, well played by Thunder Awaken, obviously. It was a very nice comeback. They kind of kept their cool. I'm really not sure about this Queen of Pain build, and I feel like if he went for standard, he could have carried this game, especially like... It just felt to me like Will were a bit too comfortable with their position. They felt like they could just drag the game out, you know, oh, we have a fat Doom, we have this, we have that, but really, like, there came a point where, you know, all this net worth on the Doom just it didn't help them. And yeah, it really was that Sand King blink, man. 40 minutes in, 42-minute blink. When he got that, suddenly Thunder Awaken started winning fights.
Oh, with that, guys, we'll say goodbye to this season. It's been a pleasure casting all these games for you guys. Hope you enjoyed the ProDota Cup American Region, sponsored by XBet. Do check our sponsors out. And if you like the cast, guys, it's been a pleasure. You guys can check us out on Twitter at DSwordfish and at Slashstrike for my co-caster. I'll put our respective Twitters in the chat below. And of course, if you go to my personal Twitter at DSwordfish, you can find all the VODs, which will be posted up later of these matches in case you couldn't watch on Smashcast. Y para todos los peruanos que nos están viendo, un saludo muy fuerte a los viewers de Thunder Awaken. Ha sido un placer castar esta partida en inglés. Nos vemos mañana con las group stages. Alright, see you guys next time with some more ProDota Cup. We'll come back next season. Actually, we start back after TI the 17th, or 14th, sorry, with some SCA Dota. And then 17th, the EU season will start as well. See you guys then.